Rudy Giuliani was back in New York court today to determine whether he should be in contempt for ignoring court orders. The disgraced attorney was ordered to surrender a signed jersey from the late Yankees Hall of Famer Joe DiMaggio. The jersey was due 2 months ago, but has not been turned over. This was intended to help satisfy the $140 million defamation judgment awarded to Ruby Freeman and Wandrea Shaye. Attorneys are urging U.S. District Judge Lewis Liman to hold Giuliani in civil contempt for failing to surrender the jersey and other items as previously ordered. You know, what's really interesting about his day in court today, Matt, is that he thought that all of the questions that he was supposed to answer before coming there in preparation for this, he said they were abusive, that it invaded his privacy. That's the whole process. You defame someone, you owe money. We need to see what you own.
I think the term is run them pockets. I think that's how you run them pockets, Giuliani. What I thought was interesting about it was two things. The first is that, there was an 11th hour filing where he was trying not to appear. And I think the judge put some stipulations on whether he could use deposition testimony and all of that in his appearance. But what I really was struck by is the ignorance, frankly, of the fact that he is still going on his radio show and, at least as the court has characterized it, defaming them, these two women. Now, I do think that there's an interesting constitutional question. What are the bounds of the First Amendment? He does have a First Amendment right, notwithstanding this judgment. But for the life of me, I just absolutely cannot understand how his attorneys can allow this client, in the midst of bankruptcy, in the midst of trying to satisfy this judgment, to continue engaging in the conduct that got him to this place. It seems like this is the point where you just take that L, keep it pushing, run them pockets, and try to get back on the Donald Trump teat to get more, benefit going forward. He's digging a hole, and it's what he's wrought. So whatever a man sows, so shall he reap. And he is indeed reaping the pockets being run.
Yeah. I don't know if you've experienced this, Kelly. It's like a bill that you have to pay. You might even have the money, but you just don't want to pay it. This is what I see going on here. Just go ahead and give up what you have. He is a person, well, he used to be barred, but he knows what the law is all about. He is not, doing what he is supposed to do for money that he owes. I think if he doesn't watch out, he's going to find himself another defamation case, Kelly.
I think so, too. I think with to Matt's point about him continuously defaming these people, it's almost kind of cyclical, because he needs the money. So he goes on the show, but he's talking about the wrong shit. So he's going to have to use that money to keep paying these people. I say take everything. Take his dentures, take his glasses, take his drawers, take the ties, take his grandbaby stuff, take all of it. All of it. Wipe him clean. Listen, he effed around. He found out, like Matt said, run them, take everything. Take his toupees, take his toothbrushes, take the toilet paper on the way out, take the stained glass in his house, take his baseball bats, take his baseball cards, take everything. Everything. What else can he take?
What else can he take? Michael,
toenail clippers, if they're gold. I don't care. Take it all.
Take it all, Michael, until that bill is paid off. I think that's an interesting point that Kelly makes, in that Trump is president again. He might find himself being that true ally of Trump and finding himself in the back, in his good graces, if he would just shut his mouth.
I don't think he's going to be in his good graces. Trump still owes him for back legal fees also. So number one, keep in mind, Rudy Giuliani has not apologized for defaming Ruby Freeman and Shaye. He continues to do it. He says he's done nothing wrong. Okay, so he continues to double down. He's trying to keep some Yankees World Series rings as well that are part of the sports memorabilia. Then also an autographed shirt by Joe DiMaggio. He's trying to keep that as well. So they should take everything. And I can't stress this enough. his lies that he spread about them put their lives in jeopardy. They had death threats. They had to leave their homes. Their lives have never been the same. So he should be standing there outside of his apartment like Red Fox was when the IRS came and he was standing outside his home in his underwear. That's what should happen to Rudy Giuliani. I have no sympathy for him whatsoever. And it's this is somebody who ruined their lives. He's been disbarred as well. He can't practice law. This is somebody who ruined their lives because of his racism and because he hooked up with Donald Trump. And I have no sympathy for him. He messed around and found out. So hey, get all you can get from him.
You know what, Matt? Let me end with you. I thought this was an interesting picker that during the proceedings, he asked the court sketch artist to draw him a little more friendlier because last time she drew him with a scowl and he looked like a dog. In the midst of all of this, he's worried about how he sketched him.
Take that drawing too. Take his shadow.
Well, I want to be clear.
Shadow.
We will give him a credit if he keeps his dentures and his toupee. We don't need all that. There is a bright line we will not cross. But that's vanity. And I think this is good. This is good insofar as it does show that there are consequences to actions, right? I mean, you can't upend people's lives with defamatory statements when you're a person of this stature, meaning just having the platform that Giuliani does. But they deserve the recompense, and he needs to go ahead and cough up that Joe DiMaggio, which I'm sure is hurting him as a New Yorker, a lifelong New Yorker. Yeah. He's probably got that sequestered, hidden away somewhere, but he needs to run them pockets.
Yeah. As a sports fan, how much that means to someone who is actually into sports. I think another good lesson out of this is this. If you say something, you cannot always say the First Amendment is going to protect me. That is why they have libel laws. What you write on social media, what you write in an email, what you text to someone could be brought up in a defamation case. I think that people need to be more aware of those laws because, people out here on these streets saying anything and everything every day, posting for 8 hours. You should know your boundaries.
Yeah, tastes like Curl Prep Natural Hair Solutions at curlprep.com.
I'm in shock.
For curls, locks, braids, twists, and even those wigs and extensions. Women, men, and children are loving this line. Look at this video and you be the judge. People line up to see this product in action at hair shows, and when they take a seat and try it, they don't believe it's their hair. Buy the products at curlprep.com. It works on all hair types. Use code Roland, that's Roland, lowercase letters, to get a 15% discount. Parents, remove the ouch. You will love this system because you can comb the product through your child's hair with your fingers. It's all at curlprep.com. Use code Roland, lowercase letters, to get a 15% discount. It's on the tongue, so you know that it's sweet.